Hi, welcome back to Thursday Thoughts. I'm on my fourth week of doing these, and all of the feedback I've been getting and everything means that you guys, or it's telling me that you guys are loving it. So I'm just gonna keep on going. I am loving it too. I'm excited. I've been a real dork on these things, but I'm just being me. I'd rather be straightforward and you know what you're getting in the whole package than I don't want to be fake. No one likes fake people. And anyways, today's Thursday Thoughts. I was thinking about your food and your mood, and just about how feeding yourself should be a form of self-love and self-care. So I always talk about self-care, self-care Saturdays. Are you gonna take a bubble bath? Are you gonna get a massage? That's taking care of yourself, and that's taking care of your body. Your body loves it, right? And you love it. It's soulful, and we all love it. But you know what your body really likes too? Food. You know what your mind really likes? Food. You know what your subconscious is always thinking about? Food. Anyways, I know that a lot of people don't like talking about food. It's a personal choice, and some of us are not in a place where we're open enough to be discussing our diets. But I love talking about food. It is not religion or politics to me. It is not off limits. I think that food is love. Directly. I love myself. I'm going to feed myself awesome food, and I'm going to have a great day. That's how I start my morning. Well, actually, I start my morning with meditating and some yoga, but I love food. I used to have the worst relationship with food. I came from a family where our relationships and our views of food was just for fuel, and not just for fuel, but let's just feed the whole family on a small budget, because we were a big family with a little budget. So we had a lot of pasta, we had a lot of rice, we had a lot of carbs. There was almost no vegetables. I don't really remember. Maybe some corn, maybe some green beans. My mom likes to put peas in rice. I love that. I still love that. Her rice is my favorite thing ever. But my food raising me wasn't for, health. It wasn't for growth. It was just to get us to live, So I now feed my daughter with thought and intention and love. I think about it constantly. I like to talk about mindful eating because your food literally directly affects your mood. Have you ever had a huge meal, and afterwards you're so exhausted and you're pooped? I mean, you're pooped. You're laying on the couch, you're laying on your bed. You could directly go to bed. Just go to bed. You don't want to do anything else because your body is exhausted. It's trying to digest that huge meal. And also you probably eat a lot of foods that are inflaming your intestines, just making you kind of bloated. Maybe it's making you a little depressed. Did you know that your food can actually amplify depression and anxiety? Yeah, if you load it with sugar, if you load your diets with sugar and processed carbs and gluten and dairy, and it's all the fun foods really, if you look at what gluten is in and stuff, that's your baked goods and everything. But it actually amplifies your depression and anxiety. Sugar amplifies anxiety, definitely. No question about it. So does caffeine. Depression is actually amplified by gluten, processed carbs, believe it or not, it is. Arthritis, it's amplified by dairy or highly inflammatory foods, which is also your processed carbs. So you got to think about how you want to feel when you're making your meal. And another thing that goes along with that is, how do you look at yourself? You have to love yourself. The food is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Now, a lot of us come from a place where we're kind of self-loathing. And I know, because I came from that place too. And I have grown and evolved from that place to be here to help others get over their traumas and stuff through food. And I want you to think of food as self-love. I have to think of food as self-love. I'm eating because I love myself. I have to remind myself throughout the day that I love myself, because our minds are geared to not love ourselves. I don't know why. I don't know how it works. It's just we instantly compare ourselves to that magazine. We instantly compare ourselves to that girl next door. We instantly compare ourselves to the people at the gym. And then you start, ugh, I wish that my chin didn't look like that. Or, ugh, like, what is up? Why can't I work out all the time? Why can't I get rid of this weight? Healing is actually holistic. That's why I got into this business. The way you look at your food, the way you love yourself, it is directly affected. So when you're thinking about it, you got to be mindful with your food. You got to be thinking like, am I feeding my mood? Think about it like that. It's just a shift. Am I feeding my mood? Do you suffer from depression? Well, we can work through that. We can totally work through that with your food. It's a different way to look at healing. It's a different way of learning to love yourself. It's just a growth thing. It's a way you change your life. It's a way you transform your view of health, because health is actually whole. It's the whole body. Your health and wellness is your whole being. You know, your body wants to live. We all want to live. I know some of us are so depressed sometimes that that's not the case, but your body wants to survive. It has a beautiful machine inside of it that makes it survive, you know? And throughout, even if we're like hurting ourselves with drugs and alcohol or with our food, you know? So it's just little things, little shifts in perspective that I want you to think about when you're eating, because your food affects your mood, and your mood affects the people around you. You know, we all feed off of energy. We all feed off of what's going on around us. So it's just like a little perspective. You know, if you're going to load up on candies and carbs and stuff, you're going to crash. And when you crash, who's going to be around you? You're going to think about that. You know, if you're feeding your kid a lot of sodas and candies, they're going to crash. We've all seen it. You know, we're parents and stuff, most of us here. And if you're not parents, you've seen it with siblings. You know, you just got to think about those little things. So food and your mood. Self-love, when you're thinking about what you're putting on your plate, trust me, it works. Fresh foods, they make your body happy. They make that machine inside work really good. And I know that some of us aren't cooks. I am not a chef, not by any means, but I have fun in the kitchen just trying things out. Trust me, it's fun. You can make it fun. You just got to change your perspective a little bit. Maybe you're not a chef. Maybe someone in your family likes to cook. You know, you just got to look, and even if you're a loner, you know, it's okay. There's a way. This is actually, it works. You will gain knowledge and love for yourself with your food and through all this stuff that I'm talking about, trust me. Which is where I'm going. I have a website. It's www.healingwithkayla.org. I have my Instagram, my Facebook page, my Twitter account. My Twitter account's more of like a spiritual diary of sorts for me. But I post things on there. My newsletter. Make sure you go to my website and sign up for my newsletter, because those are secret recipes that I send out, and little updates on how I'm doing, because I'm a human being. So I have pitfalls. No one's perfect, you know. I am starting group sessions in September, and I want to work with people. I want to get this going for you guys. So there's going to be online and in-person sessions. Don't worry, you're not going to miss out. No FOMO here. Just email me or DM me, and let's get the ball rolling, my loves. It's a wonderful, wonderful age to be alive. Don't let anybody tell you different. If you think nobody loves you, trust me. Love yourself. Everyone around you loves you. I love you. I don't even have to know you. I just know I love you because I don't judge anybody. I don't. Safe zone. Safe zone. I hope that you guys have really been enjoying these. Thank you so much for following me. Feel free to share any of this with anybody. Tag me in their posts. You know, all of it. Any of it. You know how social media works nowadays. Get the word out. I want to help heal holistically. You know, mind, body, spirit. Everything goes. Have a great Thursday. I love you.